Okay, it's August 22nd, 7:30, which explains the lighting. It's darker than my usual videos because I usually don't record this late at night. But I saw a recommendation for NLE Choppa, and I have no familiarity with who this person is. I put the name into my search bar just to see the age, so I put NLE Choppa age and it said 18, so I guess I'll go ahead and do a video on this person. And I feel like people are kind of bothering you. I'm not sure how to put into words how I feel, other than like you just kind of feel distracted and bothered. Like you're not fully irritated by them, but it's kind of just annoying, and I don't know, like it feels like there's a female and I can't tell if it's two other people. I'm seeing like a fuchsia color, like a pinkish, like more on the pinkish side. So I think it's a female because I feel like someone's wearing some article of clothing that color, or that color is significant. But they're just saying things to you or doing things around you that feel like it kind of just holds you back, like that irritation, you know, like mental, in that it puts you in this mental space that kind of sets you back, kind of just like, it's kind of like wasting your time in a way. So we have prayer will help this situation, focus upon divine and perfect health, honor and trust your feelings. What I'm getting from this is this message that something that you're doing is correct. It's like how you feel. Like basically, I think if you were to watch this video, you would know who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about, and you would be correct in feeling like it is distracting you, and that you are on the right path. You are doing things that are like moving towards a situation that's more beneficial to you, like within your life. It's just that it's like you have that feeling, but you're kind of separating like your thoughts and your feelings. You know, like you're trying to be more level-headed or practical, and you feel like maybe you have a handle on how to separate those things. Like, oh, it might be distracting. These people are kind of irritating me. But like, I'm fine with it. Like, I'm fine. I can figure it out. It's really not that big of a deal. But I think there's a toxicity in that a lot of people kind of go through in their life, where you don't realize how easily that toxic behavior seeps into your life, even if it's unintentional. I'm kind of seeing it as more of like you trying to mature and grow up, and then it's people that are around your same age that are doing different things in their life that are kind of keeping you in the mindset of doing the things that you've always done, kind of thing, when like you're trying to branch off, like you're trying to expand, you're trying to grow up, you're trying to, you know, I saw myself because I heard like solidify yourself in the rap community, like the rap world, but I don't know how accurate that is. So it's kind of saying like, you know, you are right in feeling like you should like connect your heart and your mind, basically. Don't keep them separate, and don't feel like, because internally you really do feel like, okay, I think it's about time, like things need to change. I think it's about time that, like, you know, my relationships with these people need to dissipate or take a back burner because my priorities are changing. And I feel like there's someone that you've either lost, so it's someone who's passed away, or who, I don't think they're going to pass away. I mean, they could be, but okay, so let me explain who they are. I'm seeing them as a soldier, so like some sort of, like, whether they've like been in the military, or some sort of like federal or government employed person. That's how it's being presented to me. Someone in the military who was injured or they've passed away. And I don't know why I'm getting that. It's like someone who potentially got shot or stabbed in their chest area. I have no idea why that's coming through, but maybe that's just a side note for you. Maybe that's someone that you do know and that you've been communicating with. You know, you've just kind of been talking to them in your private time. Maybe this is a message from them that they hear you. Okay. There's definitely someone looking at you. It's alarming for me. That's how I felt. It was alarming. I closed my eyes just now and I didn't get any details of the person, but there's someone looking directly at me. And so I feel it's looking directly at you. Like hyper focused on you and like energetically, and it's alarming. I don't know. Let's just see what's going on, okay? Let's try and just get more information for you. Guardian angels, please help me. Okay. What is this about? I feel like you're afraid that someone's making fun of you or has made fun of you, like or you're afraid of ridicule, or someone, a female. When I say someone, I feel like this is a female where they're trying to put you down, you know, talk poorly about you, to your face, to you, in order to hurt you, in order for you to feel bad, in order for you to not succeed. Like in anything in life, like they don't really care where you don't succeed, as long as they see that you, like, they got the best of you, you know, like they hurt you. Like that's what they want to see. Because maybe this is a past relationship partner where you could have neglected them or cheated on them, and so they want to get revenge on you in that way. And you know, they feel like they, you know, it just sucks. Like if you've been cheated on, that person who was wrong, they feel resentful because in their eyes you could just, like, in a way you could just go off and succeed, you know, career-wise, or just move on, kind of appear unfazed, and they're kind of left with having to deal with those emotions and have to deal with the fallback, you know, of what happened to them. And it's really not a good feeling, right? And so I don't know I don't know if I'm getting that mixed up and you were the one cheated on, and, you know, I'm kind of mixing this around, or no one got cheated on. But that's kind of that is what I'm feeling, is that this is someone who has a personal, who feels like they want to personally attack you, like it's a personal person, and that's kind of what's going on with that. When I try and connect it with this, what I originally said with these 3 cards, I feel like there isn't a connection. I feel like I'm saying 2 different stories. So what I said at the beginning has nothing to do with what I'm talking about now. I'm gonna turn the light on so it's a little bit brighter. I feel like there's been a lot of crying. There's been a lot of crying here, and I feel it's on both parties involved. But it's masked on your end with some sort of drug use or alcohol, or both, okay? And that is potentially steering you back, like backwards. So instead of improving and learning and moving forward, this situation that I'm talking about, because you aren't dealing with it, you aren't dealing with dealing with the repercussions, and also just dealing with like your own feelings, it's blocking you from really healing and understanding where things can improve in your life. Like you're missing the mark with it, okay? You're messing it up because you're not dealing with it head on, essentially. Like you need to approach it like a man, essentially. Like, you know, you need to just really maturely handle it and look inward, see the greater picture in this, okay? And I when I'm saying that, it feels like a sore spot for you, like me saying that, like look at it like a man. It's like, that's a very sensitive thing to say, and honestly that doesn't seem like something I ever really say as a person. So I think that's a direct message to you, as a testament to something to do with your childhood, okay? Whether that's something that you heard a lot, or like even I don't know why I'm getting this too, but it's like getting whooped, like you're getting like with a belt. I don't know. It's like there's something there that needs to be resolved, that's preventing you from moving forward. Okay, it's an internal wound. It's a possible childhood wound, but it's an internal wound that needs to be reflected on and healed in order for you to make proper progress in your life, so that this doesn't hinder you in the progress of your career and your future relationships, okay? Because focusing on, like, even with, again, is some sort of like being afraid. You know, it's like it's a multiple thing. It's like being afraid that people are making fun of you, or someone's making fun of you, being afraid that something's going to be like told about you or talked about you. And it could also be like some sort of like polygamous relationship or something, like whatever happened there, and there's just issues. There's some sort of like third party, like there's issues there, like I don't know, like even if you something about your it doesn't matter, okay? There's an issue there. If you focus way too much on it without doing any sort of work that I've told you, and like tone down on any sort of distraction, whether this is accurate with drugs or alcohol, if it's just anything else that's just distracting you from addressing these feelings, then the potential for you to have a healthy and loving relationship is actually going to go down significantly for you. Whatever this is very important for you to deal with now, because it's going to have long-term consequences if you don't deal with it, okay? So you know this, you feel this, you've recognized this, okay? You're fully aware of this, that this is a big turning point for you, and you know it needs to be highlighted for you. Did that make sense? It needs to be highlighted for you. Like, I guess it's good that I'm pointing this out because this verifies for you, but it also puts in perspective that, you know, something that most people don't know, where it's like, I'm telling you this is going to have a huge impact on the future of your life and your career, you know. So, you know, you have an inkling of that, and this is absolutely telling you, yes, you're right, this is it. Yeah, you know, I think, I don't know, it's like you have, I think the issue is that you have a lot of good options. That's the issue, is that you have the potential to be surrounded by a variety of partners that could provide you with a happy or healthy, enriching experience. But they're so different, they're vastly different from each other, that you have a tendency to explore them all at once rather than having the decency to deal with them one at a time, without the intention of one at a time, like giving them, you know, like having more pride in yourself and self-respect in order to treat people with dignity, okay? And this, I don't know if this has to do with a mother figure, or like, I don't think this is pregnancy, but I don't know, like it could be, but it's like this, it's causing a problem. It's affecting your dreams, like it's affecting what you dream of for your future. Like it's kind of corrupting your innocence, okay? You dealing with all of these different options, and I don't even know if I'm making sense. I might just be like rambling or something, but basically, like, you have to realize, like, you have to get more in touch with your feminine side and your that sensitive side, that loving side, that nurturing side, that compassionate side, and still be able to balance that with maintaining your independence and with your goals. And don't try and rush into different things and think that it's not going to affect you later, and think that you don't have to deal with the consequences, because obviously it's already catching up to you. And as I've already said multiple times now, this is a very big turning point in your life, okay? You have the choice right now on how to dream your future into reality, to have a future that's going to be what a weird message. Seven of Cups. What in the world is going on here? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you because it's... That came up again. No, hold on. What in the world? I'm getting thrown through a loop now. I'm getting thrown through a loop. Let me get another deck. All right. Oh, this random one. What is happening? Alright, I don't know. And I don't feel like it's appropriate to even speculate or anything for, you know, a unsolicited video. You know, he didn't ask me to do this. I don't know. The best thing that I can say is, you know, like, be diligent in it. Like, you just have to protect yourself. You need to look out for yourself. You need to do what is overall the right thing to do, which you'll know by thinking about what you've always dreamed about when you were a child. The work that you told yourself you would be willing to put in order to achieve the things that you desire. And really look at yourself, reflect on why you want the things that you do and what the right way is to go about that, and who deserves to be in your life, and who you feel you should cut out of your life, who could potentially be a danger to your own mental health and to your physical health as well, to your physical body, who is not good to be around, right? And you know, in doing that work, that introspection, you can just improve. You can be a better version of yourself. And you know, you just have to be diligent and focus on that. Not avoid your feelings, okay, and not feel like you need to hide who you are. Don't feel like you're, don't become like avoidant, because the more avoidant you can become, the more overwhelmed you will become. And it's not weak, it's not inferior to put yourself out there. Like, you know, I've said this, I don't know, I think I said in my other video, because it's just information that's finally really like explained to me. But it's like having the freedom, like, to choose what you want to do and be who you want to be. and speak your mind, right? We are the ones who limit ourselves because of fear of failure or fear of making mistakes and being ridiculed for it, or, you know, just basically that. Like, we keep ourselves in our own bubble, and, you know, don't allow yourself to become imprisoned by your own thoughts and by people around you who could get you into bigger trouble than you should be in. You don't deserve, I don't know if deserve is really the right word, but you don't, I don't know if you have to be in this situation, you know, like your life path, like your destined path or anything. I don't know. I don't feel like that's something that needs to be delved into, but it's like, you know, you don't have to have this artificial strength, you know, like you don't have to pretend to be strong. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel confused or lost, right? But it's through, like, working through those feelings that you find reassurance, because it's through faith that you can overcome anything and that you're beyond this reality, you're beyond this life, that it gives you that liberty, that freedom to explore the world as a child, right? An innocent child. Everything is fun, everything is entertaining, everything is innocent. Right? There's no corruption in that. And that will give you the best possibility of growing into the career and the life, and becoming the person, the man that you always wanted to be, that you always dreamed of being. The person and the life that you wished for, you always wished for. But you have to, I don't know what you have to, you have to listen to yourself. It's like my hands hurting. Okay. Let's do a final message for you. Final message. You know, there are two sides to everything, right? Does that even make sense? Does that sound relevant at all? It's like, okay, what's the point? What do you mean by that? I don't know what I mean by that. I really don't. You know, you can find all the answers that you need to know with introspection, okay? And having the clarity of mind by finding peace and resolution in your private life, okay? I'm hoping this makes sense. I wasn't really paying attention to what I was saying. Just be careful of the people around you, the people that you consider your friends. Just be discerning about those people, okay? Because you are not above any situation. You are not above anyone who might want something out of you or might have some sort of like vendetta against you, or jealousy, or, you know, looking for a way or a reason to damage your life, you know. Even the people who you might feel are really, you know, close to you, just listen, you know, honor and trust yourself when it comes to this, because there's gonna come a time with you where it could potentially be unavoidable, like it'll potentially be too late, okay? And this can be diverted. I believe, I don't know, but it's you need to reframe your thinking. You need to take a major step back in your life and reevaluate where you want to be in the future and why you started on the path that you're on now. Every single piece of it, from your career choice to the things that you do in your personal life and the way that you treat people or don't treat people. I feel like you're more avoidant than anything. And figure out all of that, and that'll help you make some clear decisions on when it's appropriate to be more feminine, and by that I mean emotional and listening to your emotions, paying attention to your emotions, honoring your feelings, because by honoring your feelings you're respecting yourself, and doing that is going to open up a path mentally to your intuition in a way that is much more reassuring and verifying for you, okay? Because you don't want to fall into the trap where you second guess yourself, you neglect your thoughts, your feelings, or you become overly confident that you can navigate through anything, and then find out that you, by the time it's too late, like you knew better, right? So that's more of a warning and an advice for you. And I don't really feel anything else when it comes to you, like seeking forgiveness from other people or forgiving yourself. I don't know why I'm not really getting anything there other than like currently what should happen for you that's to your best benefit is to just move away from conflict, move away from distractions. Give yourself a break so that you can evaluate everything from a clear point, so that you can kind of come back fresh, and you don't overexert yourself and overwhelm yourself to the point that you start making some critical mistakes in your life. Okay, so right now it's more this is like active avoidance. Okay, this is avoidance that can best serve you. It's avoiding but still thinking critically and acknowledging your emotions, not avoiding and then shutting everything down. Okay, you need to work with yourself, work with God, with your guardian angels, so that they can guide you on a healthy, long, expressive life. Alright, so that's my reading for you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.